Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the second session on day 3 of the FISU World University Championships in Powerlifting. If you've been with us in the morning, you'd have seen a great battle in the women's 69 kilo class. This afternoon we've got the men's 83s. We've got, I think it's 20 entrants, so they're split into two groups. I'm joined again by Erazim Ivanch from Slovenia. Welcome back.
Hello, Martin. Yeah, we're excited. We have two mostly full groups of 83 lifters, pretty large groups. We're going to be starting with the B group, moving on to the A group where the real battle goes on.
But as we always say, it is always possible to win medals from the B group. And I guess we should have seen that this morning from the lifter from Singapore, but her third lift on the bench looked like an opener, and she just didn't push it hard enough. But this is Kurt Christopher Kluchnik. That's a nice easy name for me to get the afternoon underway, and he represents Estonia. And that's a good start. 3 white lights. And Marko Kuzmic. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
You're getting excellent.
Thank you. And Kuzmic takes 202.5 kilos for his opener. And that's a nice smooth opening squat and 3 white lights.
Yeah, no problem there for Kuzmic.
Michal Mizia from Poland is next, 202.5 kilos. And the clock is ticking down and we wait for Mizia to come out. I can see him backstage just chalking up his hands. I wonder, does he know the bar loaded has been called, because he comes out with not a care in the world, with less than 30 seconds to go. The clock ticks down to 20. He'll be absolutely fine unless he has to re-rack, and then he will be timed out. 9 seconds to go when he gets the squat command. And that looks good.
Yeah, he gets the lift, and we've seen even closer calls in the last few days.
Oh yeah. I think the golden rule is be ready. Everything prepared, perhaps since not your belt tied up, but everything else ready. So as soon as you hear the bar loaded, you go out onto the platform and you have the whole minute should you need it. Because if the referee doesn't give the start command and tells you to re-rack for whatever reason, then it's very difficult to fit that in time if you've wasted the first 20 seconds getting to the platform in the first place. This is Tolaikas from Lithuania, Irmantas Tolaikas. Brought that up smooth and easy. Called for depth by the center referee.
Yeah, we'll see on the replay.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I kind of hesitated. It was right on the border, wasn't I? I think that's a bit high, but that's just me. I haven't got the view that the referees have. And the golden rule, of course, is give the benefit of the doubt to the lifter. So this is Nathan Cavren from Belgium, 215 kilos on the bar.
Moves solidly enough, 3 white lights, a good lift.
Now, Mate Zunko from Slovenia, 220 kilos. Go on, you take over for this one, Erazim.
Matej Žunko. His coach telling him that he can do a triple at 220, his opener.
Well, that's a good opening selection then.
Here we see his coach, Jan Breznikar, head of the Slovenian delegation.
Oh, and it's nice and deep.
Yeah, he gets it. 3 whites, it's a good lift. He had some trouble with depth and starting commands in the squat at the last FISU championships because he was not quite upright enough for the judges' liking, but he's worked on that.
And now we have Gabriel Vizek from Croatia, 220 kilos on the bar for him as well. Very closely matched. 2 and 220, 2 and 222.5, 1 and 225.
Very slow and controlled for Vizek. And it's good, 3 white lights. And this is already personal best for him.
Now Justin Choi, USA, 222.5. Sim Cheng Len from Singapore will follow on the same weight. That looks good as well.
Yeah, 3 white lights, it's a good lift.
Now Brian Sim Cheng Leng from Singapore, 222.5 for him also.
Opening 15 kilos above his personal best.
Wow.
According to the information we have here, of course, it might have been a long time ago.
Great squat.
Yeah, real easy.
If that was a 15 kilo PB, wow. Now Sim Kalmus from Estonia, last out. Reminds us of another famous Estonian lifter, Sim Rast, multiple European champion. that's good.
Yeah, that moved really well. And we're already moving on into the second round.
And guess what color everyone has against their name?
Green.
It's green. Everyone has negotiated first round squats and is well on their way now to making a total. And there you have the results summarized at the end of the first round. And the next lifter up will be Kurt Christopher Kluchnik from Estonia, coming out for a second attempt, 207.5 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump from his opener and a new PB by 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, a bit harder, but he gets it up, and it's 3 whites.
Now, Mikal Mizia from Poland, taking it up 12.5 kilos to 215. Let's hope he's ready this time, as soon as the bar is loaded. And yes, indeed, he is. No.
Oh, tries to get it up, but no.
Now, Marko Kuzmic, Croatia, La Croatie, 217.5 kilos. Well, the clock ticks down to 40 seconds, and there's no sign of him yet. And here he comes.
There he is. White singlet, probably to try and trick the judges into giving him white lights. If he'll need to.
I thought it was an Leica singlet for a moment, but it's an A7 one.
Gets it up. It's a 2-1, good lift.
Yeah, I wasn't sure on depth, so I maintained the silence. But yeah, it's good. 2 white lights.
Yeah, I think it was just barely deep enough.
Benefit of the doubt and all that. Now, Irmantas Tolikis from Lithuania, 225 kilos. Good squat.
Yeah, real nice. 3 white lights. It's a good lift and a 10 kilo personal best for Toleikis.
Now, Nathan Cavren from Belgium, 12.5 kilo jump for him to 227.5 kilos. good fight.
Yeah,
He
2
got,
to 1.
yeah, he got 1 red for depth. As we were saying earlier, if you are a new viewer to the sport, the red light denotes failure, but the sublight underneath that light indicates the reason for the failure. And in squat, the small red under the big red is because the lifter failed to go sufficiently deep enough.
Matej Junko coming onto the platform. His coach telling him to kill the bar. Hope he doesn't kill anything else or anyone else. Insane drip with the golden shoes and the golden wrist wraps.
It's a good lift.
Yeah, he's got it. 3 white lights, it's a good lift. He learned his lesson last year and his squats are now completely up to standard.
Now Sim Kalmus from Estonia, 7.5 kilo jump for him, up to 232.5 kilos. Oh, that looked nice and deep.
Yeah, he went really deep, stood it up real nice.
Now Gabriel Visek from Croatia is next up, a 12.5 kilo jump to 232.5 kilos, which would move him to second place in the group. But remember, this is flight A, and sorry, this is the B flight, and flight A, the higher ranked lifters, is to follow. That looks good.
Yeah, quite. Oh, depth call.
Called for depth by 2, and the coach goes straight to the jury. The jury will look at it again. I thought that was in. That was certainly my first reaction, and it's been overruled.
Yeah, the jury has overruled it. It's a good lift for the Croatian.
I think it's a good decision from the jury as well.
Yeah, it was certainly not clear that the depth was not there, so it should go to the benefit of the lifter.
Now Brian Simcheng Leng, Singapore, 235 kilos. Well, his opener was a PB, and it was easy.
Yeah, he's extending that a further 12.5 kilos.
That was easy as well.
No signs of slowing down for him. As we go into the last of the second attempts for the B group 83s.
Yeah, it's Justin Choi, USA. He's made a 15 kilo jump from 222.5 to 237.5, just 2.5 kilos short of his personal best.
Oh, he's fighting it.
Come on, yes. I wouldn't like to put too much more on that bar, but that is a good lift. 3 white lights.
Yeah, quite a fight. You don't want your second attempt to be this heavy. You want it to be just heavy enough so you can gauge your performance on the day and select the maximum weight you know you'll be able to lift for the third attempt.
I have a feeling he's just done his third attempt as a second.
Well, perhaps just didn't want to do the third. Just want to have a couple extra minutes.
So Choi leads with 237.5 from Sim Cheng Leng with 235, Kalmus 232.5 ahead of Vizek also on 232.5 on body weight, and we're into the third round, and it's Kluchnik from Estonia. He's taking 215 kilos for another big PB. No, just too much. Brave attempt, gave everything he could.
Yeah, he really tried to stand up with that, but it was a bit too much. Probably just 2.5 kilos less, maybe 5 at most, and he would have got it.
Now Mizia missed his second attempt. He just came about a third of the way up with it and couldn't bring it any further. He's got one of the world's most experienced coaches in his corner, Coach Arcadius. So let's see if they can put right what went wrong last time. Last minute bits of advice. My only advice would be more dynamic. Attack it a little bit more. He's got a very languid, laid-back style. Just be dynamic. Now attack hard. No.
No, not today. Really unfortunate.
Now next up is Marko Kuzmic from Croatia, and he's taking it up to 230 kilos. Well, he has been at 230 before, but this equals the best he's ever done. Remember, at the end of this round, we move immediately on with the A group squats, and everything that you see being done in the B group will be included on the scoreboard. Everyone is competing for the same prizes. Just if they all lifted together, there would be too long between lifts, and lifters would cool down, and there would be a greater risk of injury. So the maximum in a powerlifting flight is 14. If it's 15 or above, then it's split into two groups.
Marko Kuzmic going for 230, and he gets it up quite solid. A depth call from the center referee, but the side referees agree it's okay.
Yeah.
So that would usually mean it was good depth.
Oh
The
yeah.
center referee is in the worst position of the three.
And of course, he was the lifter who got the jury overrule on the second round. That turned a 2-1 no lift into a good lift. Now, Tolikis from Lithuania, 232.5. He's in PB territory as well.
He's fighting it.
No.
Just a bit too much.
Well, so far, Kuzmic is the only one to get a lift in the third round. Can Natan Kavren change that? No.
He tried. He really tried to get it up. Can Matej Junko be the second one to join Kuzmic in the green for the third squad attempt?
Yeah, it's a sea of red at the moment in the third column.
We'll see if Big Junko can get the 237.5. This will be a 5 kilo personal best for him.
There's the technical controller from Great Britain and the Slovenian coach.
He's really attacking the bar. 30 seconds left for setup. He should be okay. Let's see it. And he gets it up.
Looks good.
Yeah, 3 white lights. And he's really happy with that. The second of the lifters to get the third squat attempt in.
And here's Justin Choi. He's going 240 kilos. Well, he seemed right on his limit at 237.5, which is why he's only put another 2.5 kilos on the bar.
We'll have to see if he even comes out and tries.
It looks like he's not coming out, in which case the clock will run down. It's a courtesy to the other lifters in quite a short flight. If he had pulled out, all the other lifters would have 1 minute less recovery time. So we'll just let the clock run down to 0. And
While the clock is running down, we can remind you that after this, the A group squats will immediately follow. Those will be the big leagues where the podium places will most likely be decided.
And that will be recorded as a no lift against Justin Choi. And we move on with the next lifter, who is Sim Kalmos, Estonia. 3 lifts to go, and then we're in the A group.
The 232.5 moved quite well for Sim. Let's see if he can get the 240 up.
Yeah, 7.5 kilo PB if he does. Oh, it's a good lift.
Powers it up. 3 white lights and a good lift. We have 3 successful third attempts so far with 2 to go.
Next we've got Vizek from Croatia. He's going 240. And this will move him into second place. He's slightly heavier than Kalmos. But remember, it's second place in the group, not in the entire competition. Because in 2 lifts time, the A group will join the fray.
This will be a big personal best of 7.5 kilos for Vishek. Again slow but controlled, and he gets it up. 3 white lights and a good lift. An excellent performance from the Croatian lifter.
Finally, Brian Simcheng-Leng, Singapore, 245, and this is to win the bragging rights in the B group. No, lovely and deep, but couldn't bring it back up again.
Yeah, what an effort.
And we'll just have a quick look at the state of play. After the B group squats, Kalmas leads with 240 on body weight from Visek, also on 240, and Choi is in third place with 237.5 kilos at a lighter body weight than Junko. And now the A group. Boris Svart from the Netherlands is first out, and he will take 205 kilos. The overwhelming favourite in this competition is Guillaume Parisot from France. We've seen him in major international competitions before, whereas most of the other lifters we have not seen before beyond this level. Oh, how deep was that?
Certainly deep enough, 3 white lights and a good lift to start off the first round of the A group squats.
Now Luke Thiel from the Netherlands, 210 kilos for him. Remember, the weight they've got to come past is 240 if they want a squat medal. Well, Thiel is a PB of 235 and he's opening 210. One would hope this would be a reasonably straightforward opener. But often lifters have set PBs in higher weight classes and come down and the strength has dropped accordingly. So let's see how this 210 moves for Thiel. Moves nice and easy.
Yeah, with some lifters you really can't tell by the speed of the lift how hard it was. We could see it in the previous round in the B group with the Croatian Vizek, and now with him, some lifters really just prefer to move the weight slow and under control, rather to be explosive at the lighter weights and then get stuck on the heavier ones.
Now Daniel Sedini, Sweden, 210 kilos.
Two to one gets a depth call from the center referee.
Look at it again in replay. My initial reaction was it was good, and I don't think there's anything there for an overrule. Now Abdul Rahim Bao from Saudi Arabia next, 225 kilos on the bar. I'm going to wait for the referees.
Yeah.
I think that's the highest squat I've seen so far this week. And I just hope that's not what the depth he trains to, because that's not nearly deep enough. I mean, there's another 2 or 3 inches to go there. And I do worry for him, although it's only the first round. Hopefully I'm wrong. This is Damian Rusek from Poland up next. 225 kilos on the bar. No problems with that depth.
Yeah, 3 white lights, no room for doubt.
Now, Lucas Spencer Chan from Singapore. Lovely squat. Wow, how good was that?
Yeah, 3 white lights.
Really, if you want to teach someone how to squat and what a good squat looks like, you do a lot worse than watch a video of this.
Yeah, just perfect.
Yeah.
Straight out of a book.
Now, Okolu from Great Britain, Chinadamakolu, 235 kilos. Ben Pape in the coaching corner once again. Oh, lovely indeed. Great squad.
Yeah, beautiful. 3 white lights. And 3 to go.
Now, Dawson Aaron. I think the names maybe. It's more likely to be Aaron Dawson, I would imagine, because Aaron is the first name, Dawson is the second. We could be wrong, but. So Dawson's going 240 kilos, matching his PB with his opener.
And moves pretty fast. 3 white lights. It's a good lift. And these are the podium contenders now in the squat.
Ji Hao Guo from Great Britain, 242.5.
Big support from the British crowd.
Oh, very efficient squad. Now, Guillaume Paraso, last out. And he's opening 17.5 kilos heavier than anyone else, and he's still 30 kilos below his personal best. We did say beforehand he was the big favourite, but he's going to be pushed all the way by Guo.
And Parizeau is prone to having trouble in the squats.
Yeah,
due to his really, really particular technique.
a lot of the time it's to do with his elbows, isn't it?
Yeah, it has to do with the elbows, has to do with the depth. A whole load of things can go wrong, but when it goes right, it goes really, really right.
Talk us through it then.
So you'll see in his setup, he puts the bar really low on his back. I believe he has a super wide stance, and you'll see as he goes down, he kind of folds together. The torso goes practically parallel with the floor. And the elbows,
the elbows.
touch on his thighs.
Yeah.
And some judges will always give red lights for
Yes.
that, as we can see here.
Well, to me, it's a style that goes against the rules.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
because you called what he was going to do before he did it.
Yeah. As I said, he's really prone to squats just going wrong, but as we can, his competition PR is 290, so obviously once or twice they went very, very
Yeah.
right.
But surely if he does the same squat the next 2 rounds, the same 2 referees are going to press the same button.
Yeah, I think he'll try to make some minor tweaks, we'll see.
Now Boris Svart from the Netherlands, 215 kilos. More on Paraso later, I am sure. Worked that up well.
3 white lights, a good lift for Swart.
Now Sidini from Sweden is next, taking the bar up 10 from his first round attempt to 220 kilos. That looked good.
Yeah, 2-1. I believe again for him a death call from the center referee.
Well, we'll see the replay. My first reaction was it's good, but as I keep saying, the referees have a much better position.
Yeah.
Now
Although-
Luke Thiel from the Netherlands. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
Never mind.
Luke Thiel, 222.5 kilos. Now his elbows touched as well, but it is more touching than supporting. He
Yeah.
gets 3 white lights.
Yeah, it was obvious that his elbows just barely touched his thighs, brushed up against them. As of Parisot, his elbows literally fold against his thighs, and you can't really argue it's not supporting.
Now Abdul Rahim Ba missed 225 with the highest squat of the week so far. Hopefully that was just first lift nerves. He has no problem with the weight, but he has to go a lot deeper than he did in the first attempt. And he has done.
Yeah, that looks better.
Gets a blue, which would be downward movement, which it wasn't, so must be soft knees. Just take a look at the knees and check they're fully locked out at the top.
At the start, they seem to be fully locked out.
Yeah.
At the end, well,
I think maybe the left one was shaking a bit. But he gets it. He's on the board. And Damian Rusek from Poland up 10 kilos to 235. Good battle.
yeah, he gets it. 3 white lights. No problems with depth here.
Now, Lucas Spencer Chan, Singapore, 242.5. Great squat.
Yeah, stands it up really nicely.
4 more to go in the second round. Okolo of Great Britain is next. 15 kilo jump to 250 kilos.
A 10 kilo personal best. And these next 3 will be closing in on Parisot. Even if he gets this opener, they'll be awfully close behind going in the third round of squats. So nothing's decided yet in this competition.
That's a great squat again.
Yeah, look at the speed. He's almost accelerating all the way up.
Now Aaron Dawson, USA. He's taking 252.5 kilos. He likes it.
Yeah, 2-1. Again, another depth call from the center referee. But again, if the side referees agree that the depth was enough, it usually is enough, as they have the best view to judge that.
Now Great Britain see how Guo. And Guo is taking 255 kilos.
This will match his personal best.
Wasn't his opener impressive though?
Yeah, such speed. And with this, he's moving just 5 kilos behind on predicted total, behind Parisot.
That's a great squat.
Really nice. Just so efficient. So
Now,
aesthetically pleasing to see. Just boink, boink.
now the drama that is Pariso taking 260 again.
Yeah.
Take it away.
The walking, breathing squat controversy. We'll see if he can change his technique just enough so that the judges are happy. Of course, the first failed attempt not throwing him off in the slightest. He's a really, really seasoned veteran.
He has no problem with the weight. Just can he stop the elbows resting on the thighs? Well, to me it's the same lift. I'm sorry, I want to see every lifter succeed.
Yeah.
But it's the same outcome.
And he's just gonna have to change it.
And the jury are even saying to him and his coach as he walks off, it's the elbows, you've got to change the elbows.
And you can even see on the replay, he's probably reflexively pushing with his elbows as he's going up, and then
Yeah.
you can see them retract back into the normal position.
Well, drama will resume in about 10 minutes time, but in the meantime this is Boris Svart from the Netherlands looking to go 3 from 3 with an attempt of 222.5 kilos. No.
Oh, just quits halfway up. Unfortunately, too heavy for him today.
Well, Pariso has gone 260 again, and even if he gets it, he will miss out on the gold medal if Guo makes his third attempt of 262.5. But I think all Pariso is concerned about is staying in the competition. Luke Thiel from the Netherlands, 227.5 for his third and final squat attempt.
He's fighting it up.
Oh, great battle.
Yeah. Such a nice battle. And again with him, we can see what is an acceptable level of elbows touching the thighs. Just brushing up against them,
Yeah.
that's completely okay.
It's a difference between touching and supporting.
Yeah.
It used to be an automatic fail just to touch, but they changed the rule some time back to make it supporting instead of touching.
It makes sense.
It does.
Did the same thing with hitting the uprights of the rack on the
Yeah,
bench press.
yeah. Now Sedini, 227.5 kilos for a 2.5 kilo PB.
And it's good, it's 3 white lights.
Abdul Rahim Ball from Saudi Arabia, way high with his opener, just got it in with his second, and now he's jumping to 240 kilos, 15 kilo jump. I rather suspect this was his planned third, and but he's taking it from 15 kilos back, so let's see what he does. Let's wish him well. Got to go deep enough and then bring it back up. Well, he's done the first bit, but not the second.
Yeah, unfortunately, probably could have gotten it if he went with the proper jumps, but unfortunately, due to missing the first one on the depth, just had to overextend.
Now Damian Rusek from Poland, 240 kilos. Oh, that's a great dip.
Yeah, he fights it up, and it's 3 white lights, a good lift.
Lucas Spencer Chan from Singapore is the 5th last out in this final round of squats. He's taking 247.5 kilos. Great depth. Oh, super duper squat.
Yeah, so nice to see. Our current podium contenders.
This is Aaron Dawson, and Dawson will move into the lead with lifters to follow, of course, if he makes this. 257.5, 5 kilos more than ever before. Got it 2-1 in the second round. Center referee called it high, sides called it good. Can he maintain depth with an extra 5 kilos? He's never been here before. No!
Oh, and bails out from under the bar.
No.
Spotters fortunately there to catch it.
Yeah,
Was he injured?
I think he is, and I think that's why he bailed from the bar.
Yeah, it seems that something, perhaps he tore something. The medic running to him. Luckily, the first time she had anything really bad to do.
And sometimes these things can look more serious than they are.
Yeah, let's hope this is this.
And he is helped off the platform. And we'll just take a moment to pause. The audience,
Applauding his efforts.
yeah, and we just wish him well. and we hope it's not as serious as it looks. So the bar goes to 260 for the next two lifters. One of them is Chinedum Okolo from Great Britain. And this will put him into the lead in the squat.
Kolo hyping up the crowd.
And he's slightly lighter than Paraso, should Paraso make his attempt. But I've been really impressed with his first two squats.
Yeah, second one moved like butter.
He's guaranteed bronze, but this could give him gold. Oh, wow.
Yeah, he gets it up.
Deep as you like and brings it back up. 3 white lights. Now the same weight on the bar for Paraso, and the drama is just about to build up to a completely different level. Take us through Paraso again.
Yeah, so the problem he has with his squats is he folds himself in half practically on the way down, really lays his elbows down on his thighs, and as he's going up, he's pushing against the thighs with his elbows, which is not allowed, obviously.
And we all wish him well. We don't want to see anyone go out, particularly one of the favourites to win the overall FISU championship.
Yeah.
But he must do something different.
The crowd is standing up now to see if he can just tweak his technique that little bit for the squat to be valid.
No, that's the same technique. I'm sorry, I want him to get it.
We'll see.
No.
Again. And not even jury is going to be able to do anything about it. It was a unanimous decision. He was, once again, you can see he was supporting his elbows with his thighs.
And Paraso is out.
Paraso is out of the competition, which means that Aaron gets the third place.
Yeah.
Despite his injury.
Now this is Guo from Great Britain. He is in silver medal. It's going to be a British 1-2 in squat, whatever. But this is for the gold medal for Zihao Guo from Great Britain. And there is electricity in the auditorium this afternoon. Here we go. Oh, that looked like an opener.
Wow. We were looking at British, French, American drama for the squat victory, but after the failures, 3 squat failures of Parisot and the injury of Dawson, the British take the top 2 spots on the squat.
Well, we pray Aaron Dawson as well, and it's not too serious. We can only commiserate with Guillaume Parisot. We're so sorry that has happened, but it's a Britain 1-2. Guo with 262.5 and Okolo with 260, with the American lifter Aaron Dawson taking the bronze in spite of injury with 252.5. We'll take a little break from all the drama. Join us again in 9 minutes' time for the bench press. and welcome back. Just as we're about to start the bench press, there's been so much drama in the squat. It feels like about 2 minutes since it's finished. It's actually been 10, and we're about to get the bench press underway. And Kurt Christopher Kluchnik from Estonia will be the first lifter out.
Kluchnik will be opening at 95 kilos, 5 kilos below his personal best. Again, this will be the B group going first. The A group follow right after them. And that looks good. It's 3 white lights. And for the concerned viewers, I talked to the medical personnel about about Dawson, the American lifter's injury on the final squat, and they believe it's nothing that serious.
I think he'll certainly be able to compete in the bench press, which will give them plenty of time to assess whether he's able to deadlift or not.
Yeah, let's hope.
So this is Sim Kalmus.
Sim Kalmus from Estonia, opening at 122.5. Starting strong on the bench press after a great performance in the squat. We followed shortly by Irmantas Toleikis of Lithuania. Gets it up. 3 white lights. It's a good lift at 132.5. On the same weight, he'll be followed by Nathan Kavren.
Amazing the lifters move the bar themselves when they've got a platform crew to do that for them.
Yeah, the lifters can ask the spotters to set the bar in the position they would like it to be, either forward or backwards on the supporting part of the stand.
And he's taking the bar off himself by the looks of things.
Yeah, some lifters just prefer that.
Lovely bench.
Yeah, looks good.
We never saw that much before lockdown, but I think during lockdown a lot of people were training alone and developed self-unracking techniques that they've just kept on using.
Yeah, and from a certain perspective, it's the safer bet to unrack it yourself. You never know how the spotter will unrack it. Some are really good at unracking. Some people require very specific unracks.
Yeah.
So it's in some way better to just rely on yourself.
And if you're getting a side and they don't both like go at exactly the same moment, you get an imbalanced handoff as well. So yeah.
This will be Justin Choi from USA, going for 137.5.
Nice bench. Oh, he gets a yellow from the center referee. I'm not sure what that was for.
We're seeing the replay from the perspective of the side referee who did not see anything wrong.
I can't see anything there.
Yeah. Gabriel Wiesek next. Also going for 137, just 2.5 kilos below his personal best. So if this moves well, he's into PB territory.
How easy was that?
It does. He'll be followed by his compatriot Marko Kuzmic, going for 140.
Well, the clock ticks down and no sign of Kuzmic.
He just likes to tease us a little, coming onto the platform a bit late. He has experience as a lifter, as a coach, as a handler, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, referee as well, I think. Well, the clock ticks down towards 10 seconds, and he's in danger of being timed out.
Yeah, he needs to hurry up.
4 seconds to go. Now, did he
Oh.
rack too soon?
I think he skipped the command. Yeah,
He skipped the command, yes.
it was close with the press command, and then even closer with the rack command. That's a mistake I wasn't expecting from him,
No.
but I'm sure he'll bounce back. The lift itself was not that heavy.
Now,
Brian Sim Cheng Lang of Singapore going for 145.
wow.
That was breezy. A 2-1 again, a yellow light from the center referee to try and see what it could be for, but I'm really not sure. I really don't see anything wrong from the side, but again, the side referees gave him the white light, so
He wouldn't be pressing that button if he wasn't seeing something. So, but we just can't explain it to you, that's all.
yeah. Matej Junko, the Slovenian powerhouse, going on next, opening at 145 kilos, his personal best 155. Said his personal goal at this competition was to outbench Agata Shitko, who's recently done 156, I believe. And that was an easy one for Junko. 3 white lights. Michal Mizia from Poland, opening at 157.5 kilos. He's opening just 2.5 kilos below his personal best, and with an opener this high, He might even be in contention for a podium. We'll have to see what the A group can do.
That's a great bench press.
Yeah, this one moved well.
3 whites.
We'll have to see how far he can push it and where the A group bench presses stand.
There we can see the situation at the end of the first round. Mizia leads from Sim Chengling and Junko.
With Kuzmic unable to get the first attempt due to skipping the commands. Kluchnik back at it, going for a 2.5 kilo personal best for his second attempt. The first one moved pretty well. Oh,
Lost his line.
yeah, the bar just starts going backwards and it turns from a bench press to a skull crusher.
That's something you see more often in equipped bench than in classic, the bar moving back like that, because that's the line a bench shirt would take you, but very rare to see that in classic.
Sim Kalmus setting up, going for 125. Just a 2.5 kilo jump will match his personal best. Don't exactly know why he is taking such small of a jump. The first one moved quite alright, but we'll see this one now.
Oh, that was tough.
Oh yeah, perhaps it was the right call, but
No
Uh,
lift.
I believe his butt was lifted off the bench and something else even has been wrong.
Well, the blue would be downward movement or soft elbows. And the
Yeah.
butt is,
Yeah, the
well,
butt was well in the air.
you could get a tram car under that.
Oh, he's pushing through Tolekis, but unfortunately can't press it up.
I'm going to try the reverse commentator's curse. There's been no good lifts in the second round.
Well, let's hope it works for Nathan Kavren. Going for 137.5 to match his personal best. And it looks good.
3 white lights, the reverse curse in action.
I suggest, Kavran, you come here and thank Martin for that successful attempt after your competition. And we are already moving on to Justin Choi, going for 145. Let's hope his teammate's injury, or rather an injury scare, Did not throw him off. He's going for a 2.5 kilo personal best. And he's powering it up.
He had to fight, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's 3 white lights. He's got it.
Great lift.
Marko Kuzmic, the only one not to get a bench press in the first round, came onto the platform with 20 seconds to go, got the command with barely 4 left. We're just talking about how experienced and knowledgeable he is, but then he skips the commands. It can happen to anyone, as we can see, and he's taking a 5 kilo jump.
Well, the clock's down to almost 40 seconds again before he comes on.
Just tells you how unfazed he is.
Other words are available.
Taking his time again. Team coach telling him to mind the pause. And this time it should be okay. It's a 2-1.
Still got a yellow from the center referee. He's given a few of these today. Just don't know what they're for.
Yeah, we can't really explain them, but again, we don't have the replay from their perspective. From the side, it looks quite alright.
And live it looked fine. It didn't seem anything obvious, but
Gabriel Wiszek going next, also for 145. Looked good. It's 3 whites. Oh, I think he got a bit of a leg cramp there. It can happen when you're focusing on the leg drive on the bench. The quads are in an extended position and you can get a cramp.
yeah, I've had cramp in my hamstring and hip before through benching.
A wise bench press coach once told me, if your arms are more tired than your legs after a bench session, you're benching wrong. Brian Simchengleng going for 152.5. This will be a 5 kilo personal best for the Singaporean.
Wow.
No problem. Again the yellow light from the center referee. And once again, I have no idea what it could be for.
Well,
We're getting the
I'm
replay from the
wondering
front.
if the head is hanging over the back of the bench and isn't completely on the bench. In which case, that would be the starting position and you wouldn't get the start command.
Well, you would if both of the side judges lowered their arms.
But I as a center referee, would tell him to move his head.
I don't even think it's illegal to have the head slightly overhanging the bench as long as it's in contact.
In that case, the rule has changed. I don't know.
I'm not quite sure about that, but we have Matej Junko going for 152.5.
Just grasping at reasons for these yellows.
Junko just 3.5 kilos below his goal. And it moves great. 3 white lights. And surely he's going for 157. Last of the bench press attempts in the second round of the B group. Michal Mica going for 167.5.
And the good news, of course, is everyone has got a bench in after 2 rounds. No one is to go for a drink in the last chance saloon.
Oh, he's fighting it.
No.
But no. He'll try and reattempt it on his third. We'll see if he can get it. And we are already moving on to the third round of the bench press. Things are moving quite fast.
And just a quick summary. Mizia leads 157.5 from Sinchen Leng 152.5. Same weight as Junko, but at a slightly lighter body weight. And Kluchnik is on the bench for the third round, retaking 102.5.
He gets it up. And his 3 white lights. He gets the 102.5 this time. It's a personal best. Sim Kalmus, his compatriot, will be following him. Kalmus getting the 122.5 on his first attempt, failing 125 on his second, despite his first not looking that hard. We'll see if he can get the 125 this time to match his personal best on the bench press. It's looking better this time, but
no, it's gone down. There's going to be blues, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Much as I'd like him to get the lift.
Really unfortunate. He got it up twice, but the effort wasn't quite clean enough.
Good gym lifts.
Yeah, good gym lifts. Irmantas Toleikis will be following him from Lithuania. Again, reattempting 137.5. He just didn't have the power the previous time. No, once
No.
again.
That backward movement of the of the bar.
Yeah, just lacking the control to keep the bar on the appropriate path on the way up. We'll see here on the replay. Yeah, just the bar just gets away from him. Nathan Kavren going for 140 kilos. A further 2.5 kilos to his personal best.
That's a good bench press.
Yeah, looks good. Looked even better than the second one. 3 white lights, and it's a good lift. Justin Choi looking to extend his personal best from 145 to 150. Now tries to fight it, but not today. Marko Kuzmic will be following him, so I believe we might have about half a minute to talk before he comes onto the platform. That was a joke, but it's becoming reality.
Most jokes are based on reality.
All right, Kuzmic again with 40 seconds to go. His setup takes about 20, so this will be tight again. But can he get the 150 for a 2.5 kilo personal best?
Come on, Marco. Joking aside, PB, if this is good. Oh, it's a good press.
Yeah, he gets it. 3 white lights and a
Had to
good
work.
lift.
Had to work, but it was good.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that. But playing with fire. He'll be followed by the other Croatian, Gabriel Visek. Also going for the 150.
And Visek is slightly lighter, so this will be to win the all-Croatian bench press battle.
And he's fighting it up.
Oh, wow. Where did that come from?
He's got it. And it's a 2-to-1 good lift for Visek. He's got the 150.
Yellow from the far side. I wonder if the butt came up.
Doesn't seem so.
In that case, I'm not sure what the yellow was for.
Matej Junko now going for his dream of outbenching Agata Shitko.
Until she lifts next time.
Yeah, of course. And you know, at a significantly higher body weight as a man, but still.
Next, he'll be trying to squat 311.
Matej Junko, let's see it. 157.5 for a 2.5 kilo personal best on the bench. Oh, he's powering it up.
Wow.
What an effort. And it's good. It's 3 white lights. And Junko has got it. What a fight.
Agata, you need to get training again. What a great fight, as you say.
Yeah, what an effort. The arms shaking. Brian Sim Cheng Leng of Singapore going for the 160 now.
Yeah, this puts him into the lead with only Mezia to go. Attempting a weight he missed last time.
This will be a really nice 7.5 kilo personal best for Brian.
Oh, great fight.
And wow, it's a good lift.
Got a blue
Blue from
center
the center
referee. That would be
referee.
downward movement or soft elbows. So let's look and see if we can see either. No downward movement. The left elbow was a little bit soft, perhaps.
Yeah, but it was really borderline.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
And
not so much agreeing with it as trying to explain it.
yeah, but he was really playing with fire, having the bar travel that close to the uprights and the J hooks. Our last lift of the B group, Michal Miccia of Poland, reattempting 167.5. Missed it the previous time.
Never been here before. His PB is 160. No.
No. Unfortunately, just not there today. Perhaps too large of a jump from first to second.
As you said, maybe it was just a big risk opening within 2.5 kilos of your PB.
Well, but the opener moved quite alright. I think it was the jump was the problem, the 10 kilo jump. If they just went 5, maybe 7.5, would have gotten it. So if we recap really quick, Brian Simcheng-Leng taking the currently holding first place in the bench press before the A group arrives. Michal Miccia 157.5, followed by Matej Junko also at 157.5, but at a heavier body weight. These scores are about to change as we move into Group A. And we're started off by Damian Rusek from Poland, opening at 125 kilos. Looks like the contender for the deadlift gold with the highest opener in the A group.
Well, how often is the last out in deadlift the first out in bench, and vice versa?
It's usually the case. The lift is good for Rusek. Okolo Chendum now of Great Britain going for 127.5, and another big deadlifter starting off early in the bench press. It's usually because they have long arms, short torsos, they can't arch quite as much, and the long arms are a long way for the bar to move. We'll see how he does.
Wow.
Smooth as butter there. 3 white lights. And we're moving on to Boris Swart of Netherlands, also opening at 127.5 kilos.
Great bench.
Yeah, steady, 3 white lights. Daniel Seidini of Sweden coming up next, going for 142.5. Looks good, 3 white lights. And now Aaron Dawson, after an unfortunate injury, we were told it was nothing that serious. We'll see if he continues the competition. I see the American coach in the back. And the spotter is just adjusting the rack height.
I'm not quite sure what the delay is, but clearly there is one.
The bar is loaded correctly. Oh, they're waiting for the bench press blocks for the lifter. I believe he's gonna try to work around the leg injury by using bench press blocks.
Yeah, and the reason for the delay is it's only as a result of the incident that he needs the blocks, so he wouldn't have asked for blocks when he weighed in and did rack heights.
Yeah. And the spotters, one of the spotters running with the bench blocks. They are set up. And the bar is loaded for Dawson. It's good to see him walking. Means this was not that serious. I'm really happy for him. And let's hope we see him put up some nice weight on the bench. And 150 is no problem.
That's sped up, but
Dawson coming
there's
back.
clear difficulty walking.
Yeah.
I think we may see a very light deadlift just to make a total. I'm not sure somebody walking like that can deadlift effectively.
Yeah,
But there
we'll
may
see.
just be a token deadlift put in.
GM Parisot coming for the 150. Unfortunately out of the competition, but he can still compete for the medals in bench press and deadlift. And in deadlift he certainly has a good chance. Believe he's the current record holder of the FISU deadlift record.
But of course he won't be able to extend that today because he hasn't made a total.
Solid and 150. GM Parisot. Luke Thiel of Netherlands will be following 155 kilos. Just explaining to the spotters how he wants the bar unracked. As we were talking earlier, some lifters are very particular about how they want the bar handed out to them. It can throw them out of position really quickly. So it's important, if you have the spotters helping you, to have good communication with them. This is Luke Thiel of Netherlands, 155. And no problem there.
Easy.
Easy, 3 white lights, a good lift. Then 3 more to go in the first round of the A group bench press. 3 athletes yet to have set a valid bench. Now it's their turn. Lucas Spencer Chan of Singapore, going first at 160. Looks solid.
That was super easy.
Ji Hao Guo of Great Britain going for 165. After Parisot not being able to get a valid squat attempt in, Ji Hao Guo, one of the favorites to win in the overall.
Yeah, I'd say he's number one in prognosis. 15 kilos ahead, but we know that can change. But he's going to be right up there for sure. Oh, that was so easy.
2-1. A depth call from the center
Now,
referee.
you can bet the jury will be looking at this. It's elbow depth.
The left side certainly looks higher than the right
I don't
one.
think he's going to get that. Nothing's happening.
Abdul Rahim Bo of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia going for 170 kilos. Favorite to win the bench press gold.
Easy. Wow.
Easy 170 for Abdul Rahim. And we are moving into the second round of the bench press attempts. Starting with Damian Rusek, 132.5. This will already be a 2.5 kilo personal best for him. Looks good.
Yeah, 3 wide lights.
And next up will be Boris Swart of Netherlands, going for 132.5, a 5 kilo jump from his opener. He's still well below his personal best, but that might have been in a different weight class or just a long time ago. Looks good, 3 white lights. Chinedum Okolo of Great Britain, going for 135 next.
Well, his first one looked really, really easy.
Just needs to grab as much kilos as he can on the bench press after a great performance on the squats. Wants to give himself the best fighting chance possible going into the deadlifts. And looks solid to me. 3 white lights, it is a good lift.
He likes it. It's a new PB.
Followed by Daniel Seidini of Sweden, 152.5. It's a good lift for Seidini. Dawson next, jumping to 157.5 kilos. They're gonna need to set the blocks for him as he is injured.
I think if he can only put a token deadlift in to make a total, what would be a great outcome for him would be if he could get a new PB in the bench.
Yeah, he's certainly close.
His first one absolutely flew up. And if this one goes well, I would be very tempted to put in 165 for my third.
Yeah, he's laying on the bench slowly and carefully.
Let's see how this one goes.
Let's hope it moves as well as the first one.
Yeah, go 165.
Yeah, nothing to lose here for Aaron Dawson. Luke Thiel will be following him, of Netherlands, going for 160 kilo. His personal best standing at 172.5. Quite a way to go up there. Don't think he'll be reaching it today.
No, every day isn't your best day.
They have re-racked the bar. Was he setting up with his feet on the bench?
I didn't notice.
Oh, he's fighting it up.
Wow, good
And
bench.
he gets it. Real lucky here. Four more attempts waiting for us. Lucas Spencer Chan from Singapore, also one of the contenders for the victory and the podium spots. He gets it, 167.5 successful for Chen. Ji Hao Guo following him, going for 170 kilos. Just wants to build up his total as much as he can. Force the chasers in the deadlifts to overextend. Looks good. A 2-1.
Blue from the center referee. That would be either downward movement or soft elbow. So let's have a look.
I think he might have said he mispressed the button. It can happen sometimes. GM Parison now contending for the places on the bench podium. 172.5. This will be just 2.5 kilos below his personal best. Is he coming on?
I'm not seeing any activity.
Yeah, does not seem to be.
So I think he's just done one bench press. Well, we're running down to 20 seconds and there's no sign of him yet. I think an experienced lifter like Parisot, if he was coming out, he'd be out by now.
Absolutely, and one of the French coaches is already waiting here with his next fake attempt. Probably trying to play the tactical game here. Abdul Rahim Bo of Saudi Arabia now, currently the firm favorite for the bench press gold. If this goes up, he has pretty much guaranteed it.
Well, yeah, this is for gold. Looking at the scoreboard, and the 170 looked so easy. I just can't imagine another 10 kilos slowing them down to a stop.
If this moves well, he might even go for the record of 190.5
Maybe
for
that's
his
the
last
intention.
attempt. We'll see.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
he'll go for the record next time,
it would be
surely.
unwise at this point not to. He's got the first place in the bench press secured,
Yeah, it's guaranteed.
and why not try?
So the record currently is 190, so 190.5 would do it.
Yeah, just 10.5 kilo jump, nothing for a guy like him. And here we have a quick recap after round 2. We have Abdulrahim Ball leading with 180, Jihao Guo second in 170, and Lucas Spencer Chen third at 167.5. Parisot not coming out for his second attempt of the bench press.
But he has put in a third round attempt.
Boris Swart successful at 135. Adds another 2.5 kilos to his total. Be followed by Damian Rusek of Poland, trying to go for a 5 kilo personal best at 137.5. Oh, he's fighting it.
What a fight!
He gets it up, but 2 yellows.
Must be the butt came up during the effort.
Yeah, or one of the feet. We'll see on the replay.
Ah, yeah, the butt's
Yeah,
up. Daylight.
can see sun shining through.
I thought that was for the sun don't shine.
Recycling the jokes from yesterday, hoping it's not the same people watching. Chinendum Okolo of Great Britain, going for 140 kilos. This will be a 5 kilo personal best for him, and will build up his total nicely for him to be able to mount an attack for the podium on the deadlifts if he wishes to do so.
Yeah, it's a 5 kilo PB on this attempt, but his second attempt was a PB as well, so this will be a big PB improvement on the day if he can make this.
He gets it.
Great lift.
3 white lights.
And indeed, I can tell you that Abdul Rahim Ba has put in 190 for 0.5 for his third round attempt. He couldn't possibly have done anything else, could he?
Absolutely not. Daniel Seidini of Sweden going for 157.5. Gets it. And it's 3 white lights, a good lift. Luke Thiel now of Netherlands. He's ranked 4th in the bench press, and this will not change it. The current top 3 standing at 167.5, 170 and 180.
Really had to work with the 160, is another 5 kilos there. No, I kind of thought he was about his limit on the second.
Tries his hardest, but can't get the 165. Aaron Dawson now, not giving up, absolutely not. Going for a 5 kilo personal best and trying to mount an attack on the bench podium. This will move him into 3rd place in front of Chen provisionally.
Yeah, and that's why we would encourage him to go to 165 for a new PB when he was unlikely to put in a serious deadlift, but he's got higher goals than a PB. He wants to try for the podium.
And he gets it up.
Wow, well, he might have to be helped onto the podium, but that is a fantastic lift from Dawson.
What a fighter. Now we'll have to see if Lucas Spencer Chen can respond. He's been currently pushed down to 4th place in the bench press, going for 172.5.
It's a big jump, 5 kilos. But this will push Dawson out of the medals and put him into the silver medal position, with lifters to follow, of course.
Oh,
that's a good bench press.
yeah, he presses it up. And it's 3 white lights, it's a good lift. He pushes Aaron out of the podium places for now. And with 2 lifters to go, Ji Hao Guo can climb back into 2nd place from current 3rd in the bench press. He does it.
Wow.
Lifting like a perfectly oiled machine.
3 white lights.
GM Parisot, we'll see if he comes out this time. And he's coming out. After skipping the second attempt, GM Parisot is coming out, trying for the bench silver. This will jump him 10 places up in the bench press rankings.
Yeah, from 12th to 2nd.
Let's see, he needs to match his personal best for this. And he's fighting it.
No,
Not today for Parisot.
he was jumping 25 kilos and he'd missed the lift and probably cooled down a bit again. He should have taken a second, but there we go.
Yeah. And now, for the peak of this bench press session, we have Abdul Rahim Bao already secured the bench press gold, and he's trying to go for the FISU record of 190.5 kilos. He needs to bench press to break it. Based on how the 180 moved, the 190.5 should be well within his reach.
Yeah, I would agree.
And let's see now.
Coach looks very relaxed.
He's getting it up. Wow!
Oh, I thought that had gone.
Yeah.
Where did he get that from?
It is 3 white lights, a new FISU record for Abdul Rahim. We'll have to see on the replay. What a fight. I thought it was drifting towards his head. I thought he was gonna lose the bar, but he didn't. He held on and secured the bench press gold with.
Yeah, I thought he was 190.5. Yeah, I thought he was gone. I really did. That's not the one we want at the moment. That's the subtotals, but that's the bench results.
Yeah,
with the
That's the best bench results, with Abdul Rahim Bo taking the bench press gold, Ji Hao Guo taking the silver on bodyweight from Lucas Spencer Chen, both benching 172.5. Meet us back here again in about 9 minutes. From the subtotals we were shown earlier and the deadlift openers we have here on the screen, it promises to be a great battle.
join us then. and welcome back to the FISU World University Championships of Powerlifting here in the beautiful Estonian city of Tartu, where we've had wall-to-wall sunshine outside all day. Inside in the auditorium we have had fantastic lifting. We have all the drama you could ever want in a competition as well, and we are now about to get underway with the deadlifts that will decide everything. If you've been with us earlier, you will know we're in two groups back to back because there were 19 entrants, and you can't have 19 in one flight. So we have got two groups lifting back to back. The lower ranked lifters will lift first, and that ranking is determined by the total they put in when they are nominated for the championship. And the first lifter has been called out, and it's Kurt Christopher Kluchnik from Estonia, and he will open on 220 kilos. Every one of these lifters has made a subtotal, so every time one of them gets a deadlift, they make a total as well.
It's 3 white lights, it's a good lift, and the speed was insane. It flew off the floor. Blink it and you miss it. Look at that, just flying up. He'll be followed by Matej Junko of Slovenia, going for 225 kilos. Did really good on squat and bench, broke his PRs.
Hit other targets as well.
The most important target. Went backstage to congratulate him on it. His coach now in the back telling him, this is nothing, you've done this thousands of times. Well, not probably, but at least hundreds. Looks good. Just waiting for the center referee light to come on, and it's 3 whites for Matej Junko.
Next up we have Marko Kuzmic from Croatia, and he will take 232.5 kilos.
Marko playing with fire a bit on the bench press. Let's see if he comes out any earlier for the deadlifts.
Just looking to see if there's any chance of medals from the B group, and Sim Cheng Leng is opening in 280 and Visek is opening in 270, so if they have some travel, then quite possibly. Well, the clock is ticking down again for Kuzmic. He does like to take his time, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a gentleman. Gentleman's never in a hurry. Of course, for the deadlift you do not need a start command, so he can afford a bit more time. And no problem there for Kuzmic. 3 white
Easy.
lights with a snappy lockout.
Now Sim Kalmos from Estonia, 237.5 kilos. And as we see him coming out, he's 7.5 kilos below his PB. It is a reasonably challenging number, so let's see how well this moves. And it was indeed challenging to get it moving, but he finished it off well and gets 3 white lights.
Yeah, I think he's wearing some traditional Estonian socks for the deadlift. You can see it in the national colors. Black, blue and white.
Next up is Justin Choi, USA. 245 kilos on the bar for Choi. And he's quite a way below his PB of 260.
Little bow to the crowd. And another solid attempt, but one red light.
Yeah, one of the referees didn't like the lockout position. I suspect it may have been the one from Slovenia, and I'm kind of with him on that.
Let's see.
It looks better second time.
Well, the left knee just got slightly bent.
Yeah, that would have been
Up
a
on the
blue.
top.
Yeah,
And from what I know from Nate's, the Slovenian referee, he's really strict with the deadlift lockouts.
so this is Navran. Natan Navran. 245. That's good.
Yeah. 3 white lights, it's a good lift.
Now Irmantas Tolikas, Lithuania. 250 kilos, 10 kilos below his PB. Reminder, at the end of the third round we move straight to the A group, where most of the medals are likely to be decided, but we've got some big openers here.
Solid opener
Yeah.
for Tolekis on 250.
Now Mizia from Poland, 260 on the bar for him.
The 3 whites, no problem there.
Gabriel Visek from Croatia is next, 270 kilos. Now these are the last two openers in the first round in the B group, but a lot of deadlift specialists, because their squat and bench isn't that great, end up in the B group, but they end up pulling huge weights that get them deadlift medals overall. So watch out for these two guys, not only for what they do in the first round, but what they can jump to. And if one of them puts in a deadlift with a 3 at the beginning of it, then they could have a chance.
Yeah, Gabriel Visek opening just 5.5 kilos below his personal best, which is a Croatian national record.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it flies up. He's done some work on the deadlift since
For,
getting.
for anyone that looked away for a split second, that was a good lift. Now, Brian Simcheng Len from Singapore, 280 on the bar. Can he contend for a deadlift medal? He's opening with a PB.
Really confident here.
Oh, wow.
And that's one could say a pretty fast moving deadlift for a personal best.
Wow, wow, wow.
And I am certain he's in the 300 kilo range.
So at the end of the first round of deadlifts in the B group, and I remind you with these numbers, this is the 83B group. Simcheng Len leads with 280. Visek has 270. Mezia has 260. And it's Kluchnik from Estonia first out in the second round. He's jumped 20 kilos to 240 to take him within 2.5 kilos of his personal best.
And he shows no signs of stopping. It's 3 white lights and a good lift.
And we should say solid column of green in the after the first round, so everyone in the B group has made a total.
Yeah. Matej Junko will be up next, going for 240, which is 5 kilos below his personal best. And he wants to break it. He's broke the other 2 of his personal bests in the squat and the bench.
Well, let's hope this moves well.
Again, the Slovenian head coach telling him that this is nothing.
Using the hook grip.
Lockout was a bit shaky, but it's 3 white lights, it's good.
Didn't look easy, but it was good. It doesn't have to look easy as long as you get the lights. Sim Kalmo's next from Estonia. He's going 2-4-5 for his second attempt. That beep you often hear is the 30-second warning. Means that half the allotted time has passed. No, I think he just lost his balance off the floor.
Yeah,
Came forward.
Yeah, didn't quite get the right start that you need. Keep the bar close to your legs, to your body.
Just watch the head going forward.
Yeah.
And he just...
The bar comes away from him and it suddenly there's an immense amount of torque on your lower back and you just can't hold it.
Marko Kuzmic, Croatia. He's jumping 20 kilos. It looks from the signals the technical controller is giving that Kuzmic may not be... yes, he is. He's come out with 40 seconds remaining. That's about standard.
Yeah, kind of making it his thing. And no signs of slowing down.
It's a great deadlift when he does it.
As I said, he's a gentleman. A gentleman takes his time. He's in no rush.
Justin Choi, USA next, 260 kilos.
The bar is loaded. Justin Choi from USA.
No,
Just misses it on the lockout.
just
Oops.
couldn't get the hips through.
Yeah, we'll see if something went wrong or this was just a strength issue.
Hips should be through. No, and he just couldn't get them through.
Just missing out. He'll try again.
Irmantas Tolikas, Lithuania, 260 kilos on the bar.
Looks good. 3 white lights.
Nathan Cavren, Belgium, 262.5 kilos for Cavren.
He's going for a 17.5 kilo jump from his opener for a 2.5 kilo personal best. Of course, the higher the weight, the larger the jumps will usually be between the attempts. The first days we've seen 5 to 10 kilo jumps, now we're seeing 15, 20, even 25 kilos.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's an excellent second attempt. Heavy but not struggling, exactly what you want.
Mikhail Mizia, Poland is up next, 270 kilos. This to equal his personal best.
He gets it.
That's a great lift.
Just waiting. 3 white lights. It's a good lift. You can see him pulling with the hook grip. For those of you unfamiliar with powerlifting terms in the audience, there's 2 major options that athletes use for gripping the bar in the deadlift. The problem with the bar is if you just grab it regularly with both hands overhand, it tends to roll out of your hand. So the solution is either to use a mixed grip, so grab it with one hand overhand with the other underhand, or you use the hook grip where you trap your thumb, you wrap your thumb around the bar and trap it with the other fingers to prevent the bar from rolling out.
But it can be ever so slightly painful. And in 20 years' time, you may well regret that you used it.
Excruciatingly painful, but that's what powerlifting is all about.
Gabriel Visek, Croatia, 285. Now, these last 2 lifters could contend for a deadlift medal. So let's see what they can do. Oh, wow, that's easy.
It flies up for a massive personal best. 9.5 kilos for Visek.
Now, Brian Simcheng Len, Singapore, he's going 297.5 at a body weight of 81.72. It means that most of the guys who follow will be heavier, and they would have to pull 300 if this indeed is as far as he goes. Wow.
Oh!
Oh, he had it. He had
He
it.
had it locked out.
And he just couldn't. Oh.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't think it was even a strictly grip issue. I think he knew he had it locked out and just kind of forgot to hold it.
He looked shocked.
Well,
But the power that was there to do that.
yeah. Well, as we're going into the second round, due to the mistake from Brian Simchengleng, Vishek is leading with 285. Simchengleng in second with 280 and Mizia in third with 270.
And next up, we've got Sim Kalmos. And he missed 245 with his second attempt. He's taking the same weight again.
And Simchengleng will be going for the deadlift record.
Yeah. Sim Cheng Leng has gone 3:16.16 for his third attempt.
Let's see if Kalmos can get it up this time.
No, just too much.
Just too much for him today. Matej Junko will be following him, going for 247.5, a 2.5 kilo personal best on the deadlift. This will be for him. The lockout was painful on the second attempt, but let's hope he can push through. Finish the competition on a high.
Only one more little bit of pain, and then all the hard work is over.
Let's see this Junko. He's gotta give it everything he's got. Slovenians really supporting him. Come on, let's see it. And he's fighting it.
No, just too much.
Just can't get it over the last few centimeters. Still a good performance for Matej Junko. He'll be happy with himself for his personal best on squat and bench.
And probably on total as well.
Yeah, I believe he might have nudged his total PR for a few kilos upwards.
Now, Kluchnik. Well, look at that. Along their success is the sum of small efforts. So, couple of little total jumps, and then it's a big jump. Kluchnik, 250. He really had to work for 240, but he got it. Is there 10 kilos more?
This will be a 7.5 kilo personal best for him. And he's fighting it.
No.
Again, another lifter who just can't get it past the last few centimeters. Real unfortunate.
Choi will take 260 again. He missed it in the second round. Remember, or indeed if you're new to watching powerlifting on FISU TV, just to let you know that in third round deadlifts, the bar is cleaned between each lift, so that slows down the action very slightly.
Justin Choi with a little curtsy approaching the bar.
No.
He tries so hard, just can't get it over the last few centimeters as the guys right before him couldn't. And so far, no successful third attempt in the last round of the deadlift. Let's try to bring out the reverse commentator curse again.
I was going to say that, and I thought, no, but you've said it. So yeah, we particularly wish Irmantas Tolikas from Lithuania well, as he goes for 267.5 to become the first good lift of the third round here in the B group.
And he's fighting it. It's up.
No,
no.
he just couldn't hold onto it.
Yeah, the right hand just opens up, and that's it. Another failed lift in the third round. Can Marko Kuzmic, the gentleman, change that?
Well, we'll find out in 5 minutes' time.
Right, in about 20 seconds we'll see Marko Kuzmic approaching the platform.
And it'll be a 10 kilo PB if he makes it. And it'll be a 3-second PB if he comes out. No, he hasn't. I'm wondering, is he coming? Yes, he is. Hey, it's 30 seconds. Well, that is a new PB. Taking 30 seconds to come out. But if it's anything like the last two, he'll absolutely smoke the lift.
Let's see it. Marko Kuzmic
10 seconds.
And
No.
oh, he's fighting for it. He's just
No.
not quitting, but it's not enough, unfortunately.
And you know what I think the problem was? I think he didn't have enough time to set up to the bar properly. He heard the seconds ticking down and thought, I've got to go now, and he wasn't quite ready. But if he'd come out with his minute to go, he could have taken all the time in the world to get ready, and the outcome might just have been different.
Yeah. Oh, perhaps if he just came 10 seconds earlier.
Yeah. Now, Mikhail Mizia, 275.
We will never know, but we are 6 lifters deep in the last round of the deadlift, and so far no successful third attempts.
Will it work this time?
Michal Mizia trying to be the first. He's going. Slow and steady, and he's locked it out.
Did he get the down command?
He did.
Yes, he did.
And the crowd cheers after seeing so many failed attempts.
3 white lights.
A refreshing breeze of success.
Now Nathan Cavren, Belgium, 275. Can the wind of success blow him to 3 white lights? It must be warm in these braces. So this is Cavren going for a 12.5 kilo PB.
Mizia doing the hard work, being the first to succeed. Cavren just now needs to follow. And it's going up.
No.
But no, unfortunately not. So far only Mitsia with a successful third attempt with 2 lifters to go.
One of them is going 300 for a possible medal, and the other one is going 316 for a FISU record. First of all, it's Gabriel Visek, Croatia, 300 kilos.
This will be a 24.5 kilo PR for him in this competition if he gets it. And a huge milestone in any lifter's career. Not many people can reach the 300. Let's see it for Gabriel Visek, going for the 300 kilos. First one we are seeing at this competition. Had to wait 2.5 days for this. It's going.
Oh wow,
He
he
locks
has
it
locked
out.
it out.
And it's 3 white lights and 300 kilos
Wow.
falls under the might of Visek with 1 lifter left to go.
And it is Brian Simcheng Len, Singapore, and he absolutely smoked the 297.5, but it came out of his right hand, and now he is going for 316 kilos. This will be a new FISU record.
This will be a FISU record if he just remembers to hold on to the bar.
The bar in Lurles for Brian Sim-Cheng Leng from Singapore. A FISU record.
This has got to be for a medal overall, surely. We did say there was a chance of medals from this B group. There's not going to be 3 people in the A group that are going to go past this. But he's got to hold on to it. We know the power is there. Here we go.
Let's see. It's
Oh, it's the right hand again.
Brian
What a shame.
Sim-Cheng Leng, yeah, really giving it his all, going for all or nothing. Just gets out of his hands. Real unfortunate, but that means Visek, the first and so far only successful 300 kilo deadlift, taking the deadlift win of the B group. Brian Sim-Cheng Leng with only 1 successful attempt at 280, still being second, and Michal Mitsia with 275 for third.
And now it is the A group. And first out is Abdul Rahim Ball. And he is taking 230. And all he needs is this lift to ratify his FISU bench press record. Remember, a record can only be ratified when a lifter makes a total.
I've seen from the program that the opener was changed. Hope it was lowered just to get it safely. And yes, that should be good. And the bench press record is his.
And
officially.
congratulations. Aaron Dawson is going to take 240.
Well, we were thinking he's just gonna take a token deadlift, but he's not giving up. There's no quitting for this man from the USA.
Well, let's just sit back and see what he does. Oh, he gets that. Wow.
It's 3 whites. It's 3 whites. He might not be in contention for the overall victory, but he's certainly making the most out of his injury.
Now Luke Thiel, Netherlands, 240 kilos for him as well. Easy.
Like a breeze. Another total secured.
Next up is Boris Schwart, also from the Netherlands, and he opens in 250 kilos.
The bar is loaded. Boris Ward.
Easy.
3 white lights and another total secured.
Daniel Sedini from Sweden will be next up. 265 kilos on the bar.
The bar is loaded. Daniel Leinin.
Easy. Next we have Zihao Guo, Great Britain, 270 kilos. This will put him to 705. He'll be the only man over 700 total at the end of the first round, so he will lead. But he's got to make this lift. But a PB is 287.5. I don't expect this to present too many problems.
Yeah, should be easy enough.
Wow, it's
And
a great
as
lift.
expected. 3 white lights. And Guo will be leading into the second round of deadlifts.
Lucas Spencer Chan, 275.
The bar is loaded. Lucas Spencer Chan.
Great lift.
Yeah, flies up. 3 white lights. And Lucas Spencer Chan is staying within striking distance of Guo.
Now, Okolo, Great Britain, he just looks like a deadlifter, doesn't he? And he is opening on 282.5 kilos. His PB is 310.
Let's see how this opener flies.
This will put him on 682.5. And goodness knows what a big jump to something close to his PB might take him. But let's see this first of all. Great lift.
Moves like nothing. Puts him into 4th place currently. In 3rd is still Vishek, who has already done all of his deadlift attempts in the B group.
Now Rusek, Poland, 290.
The bar is loaded.
It's a good lift.
Absolutely. Oh, one red light from the right hand side referee.
For not locked
Slovenian.
out, yeah. Let's look at it again.
We're looking from the opposite direction, but
Looks good.
I don't quite see it.
Now, everyone that can has made a total. Only Pariso is left. He, of course, left the competition, the overall competition, after failing to register a squat. But he's going 292.5 for his opener.
He's going for a deadlift medal.
Remember, he can't set a FISU record. That would require a total which he can't make. That's a good deadlift though. What a shame he couldn't get a squat in. What a battle we would be having right now. And at the end of the first round, I'm not sure we're going to see a scoreboard. Doesn't really matter. There we go. Visek is still leading with 300, but Pariso is on 292.5, Rusek on 290, and others coming behind that will no doubt make big jumps. Abdul Rahim Bo, he's taken it up from 230 to 250. This will be a 20 kilo PB. How strong was he on the bench?
Yeah, amazing performance from Abdul Rahim on the bench. Jumping straight to 250 on the deadlift. The first one absolutely flew up. And second one's no different.
Yeah, the first one was just ultra safe to secure the record. But that was a 20 kilo PB. Now Luke Thiel, Netherlands, 252.5. Getting closer to the end of the day. Everything that we've been building up to is going to be decided in the next 15 minutes. That's the mixed grip. It was been referred to earlier. One hand over the bar, one hand under. And, well, the center referee says that wasn't locked out.
We see it from the perspective of the left hand side referee.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, I think if the Slovenian referee says it's locked out, it really is, because he's that strict.
Now Aaron Dawson, well, he shocked us with the ease of his 240. Now he's coming within 2.5 kilos of his PB. And remember, this was the man that was carried off the platform after his third round squat. We thought he might be going to hospital. Instead, he's deadlifting 255 kilos successfully.
Wow. Just waiting for the center referee light, and it's good. We've all but written Dawson off, but he's come back, and he's come back in style. No banker deadlifts. He's going all in.
Boris Svart from Netherlands, 260 kilos. Well, it's a wee movement. I think it'll be okay. Yes, it is. Three
Yeah.
white lights. Now, interestingly, Ji Hao Guo, he's gone up 15 kilos to 285. This would put him to 720.
And he needs this if he wants to keep running away from Chen and Okolo.
It's just building and building, isn't it?
The bar is lower. Ji Hao Guo.
Ji Hao Guo going for 285. Needs this. Currently leading, but needs this to stay in the competition for first place.
Still below his personal best. Oh, that's a good deadlift.
No problems there. He's completely unfazed by the attack.
285 now for Zini.
Now Daniel Sedini, 285 kilos. A lot of them are jumping 20 kilos. This will put him into 4th place in deadlift. He is a bit away from the overall podium. But this to get to the fringe of a deadlift medal with lifters to follow, that could push him back down, of course. Ooh, no.
That's gonna be blue lights.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Did all the hard work.
I know how it feels. Happened to me. Just rock slightly forward on the lockout. You know you have it. Just get slightly forward. The bar travels downwards
Yeah.
a bit, and it's all over. It's a no lift.
Now Lucas Spencer Chan, 295 kilos. He is in 2nd place. This will put him to 715 kilos, 5 kilos behind Guo, and he is heavier than Guo, so in effect, no. That was so quick. I was still looking at the scoreboard.
We'll see here on the replay. There must have been some downward movement or support.
There it
Oh
was.
yeah.
It was the same as the previous lifter at the top.
Yeah. It's a problem if you're too good at deadlifting. You lock the bar out way too fast. You get surprised. Oh, I'm already there. Just get distracted for a split second.
Now, because of that miss, this lift is now to move into silver medal position overall. And silver medal position in the deadlift. He lifted that like it was an empty bar.
Yeah, no problem for Okolo.
He could still win this. Another big jump.
He's put in 316.
Yeah, he's 20 kilos behind Gu. So if he wants the title, he would have to go at least 320. He is heavier than Gu, so he'd have to go 322 and a half, even if Gu doesn't make his 3rd round lift.
He could go 320 and a half because it's a record.
Yes,
So
yes he could.
that's on his side.
Yes, he could.
And Rusek grinding it out. It's a 2-to-1 good lift. Blue from the right hand side ref. Let's see from the front. Perhaps it was about the supporting the bar on your thighs, but
Now Paraso really, really convincing with 292.5, taking it up 15 kilos to 307.5. great deadlift.
Yeah, locks it out. It is good.
We are into the final round where everything is to be determined. Well, we could give you so many permutations. I think the simplest thing to avoid confusing you and ourselves, we'll just call the lifts one at a time and we'll tell you each time what is being lifted for. Abdul Rahim Bo is first up for another huge PB in deadlift, 265 kilos.
This will be a 35 kilo personal best for him.
Amazing. And a FISU record in the bench. No, just too much.
Just a bit too much today. Still walks away with a bench record, a bench gold medal, and really good personal bests on the squat and the deadlift, so he'll be happy with himself.
Aaron Dawson next, 265 kilos. Injury, what injury? Let's go for a 7.5 kilo PB.
The man who does not quit. The man that nothing can bring down.
Just off the podium, but what a brave performance.
He's getting it. He's got it. And it's a 2-to-1. It's a good lift. We thought he was out of the competition.
Wow.
He said, absolutely not. I will continue whatever the cost. I've traveled halfway around the globe for this. And I'm not leaving if I don't show what I'm capable of.
Now Luke Thiel from the Netherlands. He's going for 265. Again, he's just out. He's solid in his performance, but he's just a little bit away from the medals in both deadlift and total. But this will take him to within 2.5 kilos of his best ever lift.
Finds the strength to push through,
Looks
and it's
good.
3 whites. It's a good lift.
Svart from the Netherlands is next, 267.5 kilos.
The bar is loaded.
Oh, can't quite get it at the top. I thought he was there, and he just stopped and then couldn't hold on to the bar. And then there were 6. And now it really gets interesting. This is the leader, Ji Hao Guo, Great Britain, 290 on the bar for a 2.5 kilo PB. If he gets that, he will move to 725 kilos, and that will be the target that anyone else that wants to have a go will need to pass.
The bar is loaded. Ji Hao Guo from Great Britain.
The British team deciding to play it safe, going for a 5 kilo jump just to extend the lead. And if he
Maybe
can-
that's all that's there. And I think that was just about his limit. And that's a great lift. He gets a blue from the Lithuania referee. But it's a good lift, 2-1. And don't see the jury doing anything. Well, I don't think the bar came down there. It did stall a little bit. But I imagine that's what the blue was for. And now Daniel Sedini, Sweden, 290 kilos. Again, he put in a great performance, but he's just outside the medal positions in both deadlift and total. This will put him to 5th in deadlift, 7th in total. And of course, he missed 285. So can he put the bar up 5 kilos and get it? Oh, that's a great pull from Sedini. 3 white lights, and listen to the Swedes.
He's got it.
Temp change now. And this is the second change for Spencer Chan Lucas. And he's gone 297.5. Now, he's outside the deadlift medals, but this would put him from bronze to silver medal position overall, with lifters to follow.
He's deciding not to go for the gold, trying to make Okolo overextend on his third deadlift.
Yeah, he was sitting on 310 at one point, which had him ahead on prognosis, but he blinked and changed it down to 297.5 to try and get the overall silver. That is a great lift.
Yeah, he's got that no problem.
1 red light for not being fully locked out.
And
So-
now it's up to these last few lifters.
Well, that looked very locked out to me. But this is Damian Rusek from Poland, 307.5. Now, he doesn't feature on the main podium, but this is to move into gold medal position in the deadlift, with 2 lifters to follow, both of whom could take it away from him. Next 2 lifters both going 317.5. By lot, Okolo will come out first. But this to move into gold medal position in the deadlift.
He's getting it up. Oh,
Oh, he just can't finish it. Gave it everything.
what an effort. And I believe that means that Vishek is still in the deadlift podium for now. From the B group.
Yes, he is with his 300, but this will push him out of the medals, and it will move Okolo to silver medal overall. It would give him 717.5 at a lighter body weight than Chan, but it's a huge ask. It's way over his PB. It's for a FISU record as well, and it's still not the last lift of the competition.
Let's see this. This is for the record. If he gets this, no one can take it away from him.
No, and this is for the silver medal overall.
I think he's
what
got
a
it.
fantastic lift from Okolo.
The perfect attempt, just about getting it. And
Paraso will go up to 320. He can't take the record, of course, because he hasn't made a total, but he can take deadlift gold, but he can't chip to get deadlift gold. So because he's heavier than Okolo, he has to go the full 2.5 kilos to 320, and it will be 4.5 kilos more than he has ever lifted before. But if he gets it, he will leave today with a gold medal, not perhaps the one he wanted, but a gold medal nonetheless.
Bar being cleaned for our final deadlift of the day. GM Parisot trying to get as much as he can out of this competition despite not succeeding any of his squat attempts. Going for the deadlift gold, going for 320 kilos, which will be a personal best for him, would be a FISU record, but it cannot count, unfortunately. This is for the gold, and this is for his personal satisfaction.
And we wish him well. He's not at the best of days. This would be a little bit of redemption if he can walk away with a deadlift gold medal.
Let's see, can he get it up?
Oh, no, not today.
And
Brave attempt.
unfortunately not.
Well, what a competition we've had again. As we see the replay of Parisot's attempt, he gave it everything. It was 4.5 kilos more than he'd ever lifted before, and it was just too much. So let's summarize these results for you. In the deadlift, Okolo of Great Britain takes gold with 317.5. Parisot of France takes the silver, 307.5. Rusek from Poland takes a brilliant gold with bronze with 300. The overall champion is Guo from Great Britain on 725 kilos. Okolo, also from Great Britain, takes the silver with 717.5, and also on 717.5, but at a marginally heavier body weight. Lucas Spencer Chan from Singapore. The next best was 27.5 kilos back, and that was Gabriel Visek from Croatia, from the B group.
Yeah, one of the most outstanding performances today to me was Visek and his deadlift. He held on to a deadlift podium place right up to the last round of the A group deadlifts, which just shows you how impressive the performance was. Of course, working at a disadvantage, not knowing what the A group lifters are gonna pull, but drama throughout the whole competition. Parisot failing all three of his squats, coming into the competition a clear favorite, suddenly out of the picture, and Ji Hao Guo capitalizing on it with a 725 kilo total and an overall gold medal.
And Parisot's squats will no doubt be the main topic of conversation in all the hotels and bars and restaurants that the lifters will gather in this evening. And that is the end of the third day of competition here at the FISU World University Championship in powerlifting. Join us again tomorrow. It's a very, very full and busy day. We have 3 sessions at 9 a.m. local time, which is earlier the further west you go. We have the men's 93 kilo class. There are 18 lifters, so that will be 2 back-to-back flights. Then at 1300, 1 o'clock in the afternoon local time, we have the women's 76 kilo battle. That is 14 lifters if all enter and weigh in, and that is likely to be 1 flight. And then the third session tomorrow will be at 16:30 in the afternoon local time, and that will be the men's under 105 class. There are 20 entrants in that. Again, it will be 2 back-to-back flights. It promises to be wonderful, but can it possibly be as close and dramatic as it was today? Join us again tomorrow and see how things pan out.
신혜동 오컬러. And first place, gold medalist in the squat, representing Great Britain, Ji Hao Guo. gentlemen, this concludes the medal ceremony for the men 83 kg weight class of the Tartu 2024 FISU World